Good morning, folks. Welcome to the Duck Adventure. Hang on here, I'm just getting the big chat window open. Is it working? It seems to be. Am I live? Someone could confirm this for me? Oh, I hear a dog upstairs. We had our first incident with the microphone today. As you notice, I'm wired up because everybody seems to like the sound. And I accidentally dropped the microphone in the coffee. This is why I don't like microphones. Oh, Thomas. I'm still a little bit, I guess you could call the word is fatigued. I slept my life away yesterday. My eyes are still a little bit burning today. Not as bad as yesterday, but I've definitely hit some kind of physical wall. I went and I slept in the morning there, and which when you see the egg delivery video, you will see me panicking getting to the food bank because I fell asleep for 2 hours after I drank 2 coffee, which is really bizarre if you think about it. Went to the food bank, came back, went to sleep again. I slept till, what was it, 6 or 6:30? I got a phone call from a friend. That woke me up. I mean, it was later than that. I don't know. Anyways, I woke up, and then I threw supper in, and then an hour and a half later, I ate supper, which I did. I was so tired, I didn't even cook any veggies. I just ate the chicken leg, and that was it. And then went back to bed. And then 5 a.m., shot fired. So, Mr. Fox. And this morning, Mr. Fox has a new thing, what he does. Oh, and here's the dog. You want a treat, eh? Well, if you come and ask, I'll give it to you. Come and say hi. Which side are you coming to? Say hi to everybody. Oh, he's over at the cupboard. He's not interested in me. He just wants treats. Yeah, that's what he's looking for. What a dog. I guess I could give him a treat, eh? Are you going to come and say hi? I guess not. All right, so anyways. Oh, wow, I'm looking at the screen here. I still look pretty tired. Do I look tired? What do you think, folks? Does this look like I'm still a little bit fatigued? I think I look a little bit, oh, I look terrible. Holy marrow. I guess you could say I'm past fatigued. I'm exhausted. Doug, I'm exhausted. Yes, all right. The dog wants into the club here. Yeah, I know, folks. You wouldn't believe it. I woke up yesterday on the couch. Here, I gotta get a treat for the dog. When I woke up on the couch, I think it was 6 or 6:30, whatever time it was. The second wave of sleep. It honestly felt like I had some kind of. It almost felt like I was laying in cement and it had set a little bit. That's how hard it was to get off the couch. It was like I couldn't believe how wiped out I was. I was like, oh man, I just slept like I had a 2-hour nap in the morning. I just slept all afternoon, and then I go to get off the couch, and it's like I feel like I haven't even slept. Sleep deprivation. That's what it feels like I'm going through, but I'm not. I'm just exhausted. Yes, my little dog. Oh, you're not exhausted, are you? Your life is grand for you, isn't it? Oh, these ones you really like. Oh, snorting. Did you hear the snort? Snort for us. I got your face right by the microphone. Come here. Come here. No, don't get up on top of me. Doggy. Come on. Give us some snorts. Oh, dog. Oh, I love my dog. All right. So, anyways, oh, no, he's knocked the glass off my head. So, no, I also got, somehow he got his nose at my glasses. What was I not thinking here? Oh, I'm so lost. I'm totally lost here. Oh, What was I? This is bad, eh? Oh, boys. I guess it just sort of hit me here. It's I didn't, but I'm starting to realize what's going on here is because, I went through that 22 days of bliss. I went through this spring, that 22 days of bliss, and the 7 weeks of back pain, and then got the channel back, and then went at it 21 days in a row with no days off. You couldn't ask for like a better burn of energy, stamina. I'm paying for it now. Holy mackerel! I can't believe how tired I am. It's brutal, folks. So I went back to sleep, slept like a baby, 5 a.m. Doug does the infamous pounce up off the bed. And I had the screen door wide open, okay? The patio door wide open, so it's just a screen there. And it was because it's so nice now, so I got it wide open. Taking the chest. I still haven't got my big green gate because I'm having a hard time with that idea of having like a prison gate in my bedroom. So anyways, Doug jumps off the bed and it's like, I'm up as he's in midair. I was like, that's how fast I went. I was like, no, Doug, not the screen. But he didn't. He veered to the right and didn't go towards the screen, went around the bed and then went to the other window. I got up, closed the window, closed the patio door. Then I just let Doug out of the room, and then I got looking, and I'm like, where is he? Then I saw what he was doing. The fox was sitting over at the lagoon, staring at the Canada geese floating around in the water. And then he was talking to himself. It was like a little puppy sound. It sounded kind of cute. Not cute enough not for me to shoot him, but it still had a bit of a cute sound to it. So anyways, I looked and I go and got binoculars because it was really hard to see him because at 5 a.m. this morning, that light when you're shifting between night and day, that morning dawn, it's so hard to see. And a dog wants another treat. So I could barely see him with the binoculars. So I said, I'm not. He's gonna leave. No, he stayed, and then he started walking towards the house. Then he went to the creek, had a drink, and then he starts walking towards the back of the pen. I thought, I'm going to take a shot. So I got the gun out, which I should have got the gun out before because it was like 5 a.m. I should have had it myself ready, but I wasn't because I was off yesterday. I wasn't thinking of working. So anyways, he started walking a little of a quick pace, and then for some reason he decided to run, and I took the shot just as he started to run. Oh, Doug, can you snort a little more? Hey? Okay, no, Doug, don't get up on top of me. Okay, Doug. Oh, he really likes these, eh? These ones, I think, are probably up in the top 10, Doug. My God, Doc. Talk about a little bit hyped. I think that and the bull peanuts there are his favorites. These... But you know what scares me, folks? It scares me, okay? When you get treats, okay? Look, I'll show you something. And they put the little silica package in it, okay? I gotta show you, okay? The little oxygen absorption thing, when you get a package of food and it's got one of those in it, it's like, hey, I don't think that's not really human consumption stuff. When they start putting, I find those things like in ammunition boxes. Gun storage cases, that kind of thing, not your, not treats. But they put them in dog treats. Deb Thurston, how are you doing, Deb? Deb's sending me another shirt, folks. I'm collecting shirts from Deb. I'm so excited it's on its way. I have a tracking number for a shirt from Deb. It's another flashback color combo of Matt's life. Early 80s flashback. I can't wait till it gets here. It came out nicely. Oh, I can't wait, Deb. See, I don't have a lot of short sleeve button-up shirts. I've worn them out for work. So Deb's redoing my wardrobe. Oh, wait till you see it, Mandy. When I show it to you, you'll be going, I was like, that's the color Matt was wearing when I was born. I'm rather excited about this because I'm going to pick out another shirt. I'm going to keep trying to I guess you could say, wring out what I can out of Deb. Pardon the pun. Of her cool shirts. She's got some real cool stuff. That's if you're into the flashback 80s like I am. So. Do you like the ring out part? I like shirts that nobody else has. So I'm just hoping that Deb doesn't like make them for somebody else, so that they do a video. Oh, I got that same shirt Matt has. I could never wear it again. No, I'm kidding. No. He's back. The dog, eh? Doug, I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of these. I'll give you one more because we got to save them here. Because these came from the UK, and we still don't know who sent these from the UK. Okay, I'm gonna put them away. That's way too many treats for the dog. Hang on, can I go over here? This microphone wire is just long enough, and that's it. Oh, it was terminated. Super Duck Rescue Channel was terminated? What? An animal rescue channel was terminated. Yeah, but how are we going to support them? They gotta have did they have a backup channel? Do they have a way to get the message out to do something? It was actually called the Super Duck Channel, or Super Duck Rescue. I'm gonna Google that right now here. Super Duck Rescue. They have a Twitter. Or it looks like a Twitter. I'm just looking. I'm going to go to their Super Duck Rescue Twitter handle here, see what it says. Why would they get... I'm just looking here. Okay, so they got a tweet about the... Okay, they were allegedly, and this is another allegedly YouTube's thing, man. Oh, this is why the appeals process, and and nobody will get why. I'm just my appeals, YouTube appeals petition needs to go viral but people see they don't take it serious, right? It's like, oh no, I won't bother signing that because it doesn't affect me. Okay, so it says, according to what the Twitter tweet they put out here, we'd like to inform you that due to repeated and severe violations of our community guidelines, and then your YouTube account, Super Duck Rescue, has been suspended. It's suspended, not terminated. It's a different one. After review, we've determined the activity in your account violated our community guidelines, which prohibits spam, scams, and commercially deceptive content. Oh, so they're being accused of something else. Spam, scams, and commercially deceptive content. So I wonder which it was. So they need to be told. Here, I'm going to post a link. Copy. Oh, I'm talking to myself here. My eyes are burning again. Man, I don't want to sleep today away. Okay, there's their Twitter. They need to tweet. They need more. They only got one follower. Well, how many videos did they have in their channel? Does anybody know? Oh, it says terminate when you go to the. Oh, so it's one of those dual ways of telling you you're termed. You're terminal. You're dead. You're gone. Suspended / terminated. The same thing. Okay. If it just says terminated when you click on their channel, then okay. But why? What did they do? They aren't very active on Twitter. They should have been. They should have had a good following on Twitter to get something happening here to T. It's my sinuses that are making me so tired, Chris? You think? Nothing to do with the fact that the last 11 weeks that I've gone like a madman working. That has nothing to do with it, right? that I just went through 7 weeks of stress and 21 days of non-stop continuous work, that would have no bearing on me being tired right now. And it's spring and I'm starting to do a lot of physical stuff outside after 7 weeks of stress. Maybe a little bit, Chris. Just a touch, eh? I know I'm just physically tired. I'm not kidding you, folks. To sleep. Usually my sinuses give me a headache, is what it is. Sinuses 99.99% of the time, headache. I just think I'm tired. I just think I need mat time, you know, some time, just recharge. So I gotta do some. I gotta spray today some water because it didn't rain much yesterday. Oh, folks, this is bad. Look at this. See? Oh, I know there's more treats here. I'm gonna lay down right beside you where I never lay, because there maybe you'll give me another treat. Just maybe. What a dog, eh? He never lays there. Ever lays there. Because, like, that's tile. Why would he lay on tile? He likes to lay on carpet or the couch. This is bad, folks. Okay, so poor little duck. I don't know how many videos they had, or what content was, or what they did. So I can't do anything here. And I'm looking at their tweets, and they got one picture of a duck. That's it. They've done one tweet since September the 7th. Well, no, 4 tweets since September the 7th of 2017. They didn't even have their YouTube channel linked up to their Twitter so you could see what they've been doing. So I don't know what she was doing or what they were doing. I don't know, folks. But it's, I'm just looking here. I wonder what they were doing that was deceptive. Twitter. There's nothing. Nothing comes up. I can't, because they've been deleted from the digital world. I'm just looking. Yeah, there's nothing. I can't see anything, folks. Sorry. Well. I'm just looking at the comments, see if anybody's going to tell me anything. Nobody's telling me anything. I have more energy than anybody you know, Rebecca? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's energy, Rebecca. I just have no choice. Like, I work at home. I'm self-employed. It's like, if I don't do something, nothing happens, and then there's nothing. Then there's nothing. It's literally nothing. I'm screwed. Fake news according to YouTube, Barry? That's what the Super Duck Rescue got accused of? No, their violation says they were spamming and deceptively commercial content of some sort. Was this Jolan's duck? Jolan, was this your channel? Like, why am everybody not telling me anything here? You're keeping me all in the dark. I'm not enjoying this. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, so it was his channel. All right. Okay, now we've got off to a start here. All right. Well, I didn't know he had a channel called Super Duck Rescue. But thanks for telling me late to the game. Okay, it was a rescue channel. Okay. And how what was the deal? Is anybody going to tell me anything? Or we're just going to give Matt throw little chunks at me? Little bits of information. You know, I am tired. I'm having a hard time putting it all together here this morning. Well, Vista, you know more than me. Oh, folks, man. Okay, no information is coming towards Matt on this topic. Okay, it's a channel dedicated to the rescue of ducks around where they live. Okay, and it's their channel. They were rescuing ducks in the area they live, and they had done a channel. Okay. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. And how long were they doing this? Does anybody know anything? Is Jolan here? I thought I saw Jolan in the comments. I'm positive I did. Why is Jolan not jumping in here? The fox, just that's what happened. The story is that of the fox. Shots fired, fox ran and kept running. It was like I couldn't see it. It was a hope and a prayer type shot because it was really, really hard to see. Like I said, it was like just by at 5 a.m., you know, where dark light and you just like everything's a blur and it's like you just get out of bed too, so you're blurry there and you're tired, you're blurry. And I had the red dot, but he just took off running and I got the shot off, so and he kept running rather fast. No contact. So that's why. That was the end of the story. Disappeared behind the barn. Couldn't see him anymore. I thought he was going to reappear on the other side of the barn. He didn't, so he probably jumped the fence, the little 2-foot fence, the duck fence, and went into the bush. Unless, when I go let the ducks out today, there's a dead fox laying behind the bush, or laying behind the barn, and I did hit him. That would be awesome, eh? Be a big surprise, too. We could get flagged on that stream. Matt finds dead fox with hole behind barn that he thought he missed at 5 a.m. You know? Maybe that's it. No, much farther, too far away for the shotgun. Way too far. I even shot above him because the rifle is sighted in for 100 feet. It's meant to shoot right directly in my backyard. So I saw the sparks. I hit a rock right beside him. Like I could see the sparks right at his rear end. Like it was like the bullet was close to him, but he was running, and it was like I'm telling you, folks, it was so hard to see him because his fur, the color, the light was just enough that his fleur. You know, the fox have that fleur stuff. The fleur blended into the ground. It was hard as hell seeing him. I could see him in the binoculars, but through the red dot, it was really hard to see him, like really hard, because of that fleur. You know, the fleur when it blends into the ground at that time of morning. Yes, Deb, the fleur. You can tell I'm tired, eh? I'm coming up with new words. I'm a little bit of a mess. Oh, but it would be cool if we found the dead fox with a hole in his fleur, right? So, Jolan, what you got to do is you got to do a video, a Twitter campaign, and get it to us so that we can do a Twitter tweet to Team YouTube. So the ball's in your court to come up with something. Do like I did with the Twitter thing, and then get it to me, and then I'll do a live stream tomorrow, if you have it done by tomorrow, with the links, with your Twitter, and then we'll tweet it. We'll do a Duck Army tweet for you to Team YouTube. That's how you're going to get it fixed. Forget about the appeal process. That's if you're legit and you're not scamming. Then Team YouTube will look at it. That's all I can do for you. Nothing else. Because that's all I can do for myself. Like, and don't forget, sign the petition. Forward-looking unknown radar. No, it's forward-looking invisible radar. That's what or you got to spell F. the I and the U. Oh, your finger hit the I instead of the U. It's too early. You know what the problem is with working at home when you're a personality type like I am? You don't know how to turn it off, because you know a lot of people go home from work to turn it off. You know, they get home, it's like, oh, put your feet up. I'm gonna work around the yard. I'm gonna relax, and I'm getting away from work. You know, when you come home, and then if they're that type of person that's a little bit lazy, they get home and they get home and do nothing. And it's like, I'm not gonna do any work today. I had a hard day at the office or whatever your job is. But when you work at home and your life is your work, how do you turn it off? You know, that's the big question. Especially when you're a workaholic type personality like I am. When you're driven, how do you turn it off, folks? You can't. You just crack, and then you spend a day on the couch. I shouldn't have slept on the couch too. I should have went to my bed upstairs instead of the couch. I really should have. I should have went to bed, because I slept on the couch. The couch is not good for my back. My back's a little bit tender this morning from the couch. Too many hours on the couch. You know, but then when you go upstairs to bed in the middle of the day, it's sort of a big commitment, you know, like, yes, I'm officially going to waste the day, you know, and it's like, I hate being official, if you know what I mean. Because I honestly thought, you know, maybe a couple hours sleep, I could get up and do something, because I could get something done. So look at this. Now the dog's in another position. Never lays here either, folks. Look at this. On the tile in front of the cupboard where the treats are. See that? What a dog. What a dog. Doug? Oh, folks. All right. Well, you know what, Plasma? This new flagging algorithm, volunteer Nazi censorship thing they got going now, where, you know, the social justice warriors can become flaggers. Man, oh man, that's a scary thing. Scary. Oh. Okay, we posted our first video about our rescued dog Elsie. About a week later, we got an email and notice, and I had just started editing the next video. An email and notice about what? Hold on, I don't understand. This is something, you know, you probably should send me an email and explain it, because you can't really explain it in 200 characters in the chat. What was your notice? What did you do? YouTube's gone crazy, folks. That's the bottom line. There's like, you know, you can't even, it's like, you know, what is, I think it's just kittens. We could just kitten videos with webcams. That's all you can safely do anymore, you know. Like, you got a termination notice. Oh, you did one video and you got a termination notice? Like one single video. Joanne, do an email, please. Okay, I don't want to do this in chat because I can't. I have a hard time understanding big stories in chat because I don't know anything about this. So you're gonna have to like basically spam the chat explaining everything to me. Send me info, and we'll get a tweet happening here for you. Get your duck rescue back up and running. Team YouTube's your only hope, but you need to send a bunch of tweets to them. One single tweet won't work. We need to do like you need at least 50, 60 tweets at once to get Team YouTube's attention. So that's the deal. Because that's what got us our channel back here at the Duck Adventure. 50 ducks in a hot tub. The channel you're watching right now. Well, no, Deb, it's much more sinister than rainbows and unicorns and children safe. It's much more sinister than that. It is. You know, it is. It is actually. It does nothing makes any sense anymore. It's so upside down. Absolutely makes no sense actually. Like, and it's these social justice warriors that become these trusted flaggers. That's the problem. YouTube actually, PewDiePie, when he got into all that trouble, when he made the that video about the YouTube flagger volunteer team, when he did that video with the Nazi and the Heil Hitler, and he nailed it. PewDiePie is that guy. I would love to sit down and talk with that guy, just to talk, to get inside his head, because he drops so many red pills all the time. He's dangerous to far too many people watch that guy as far as they're concerned. And I'm saying, the people that are watching us. But when he did that YouTube, Nazi Gestapo review team thing there, and he got into all the trouble, and Disney ditched him because he did that video. It was so funny and true. The man was psychic, because he said that basically in the video was like, this is the end of freedom on YouTube, and he was so right. Like, it's like they're marching the creators off to the death camps. He nailed it, that video. I think he took that video down too. I think it got taken down. He took it down because of Disney or something, or YouTube took it down or something, because he wore a Nazi uniform doing the skit. It was classic. It was classic. It was so good. I laughed. And I was sad at the same time, because, yeah, we're doomed. Nothing worse than having anonymous flaggers. Like just the worst thing you can have is anonymous flaggers. Like, the days of proving your innocence, facing your accuser. Does that make any sense? Facing your accuser, that doesn't exist today anymore. Everybody can hide behind something to accuse you. That's the problem today. Today's day and age is that we have the whole generation that doesn't understand facing your accuser. You know what I mean? They don't, it's like either you're with them or you're a Nazi. That's basically it. This stream is going to get flagged. I guarantee when I end this stream and I go into the video manager, folks, absolutely guaranteed it's going to have a yellow $, and it's going to say flag for review because I said Nazi. Guaranteed. I've had this before. The other day I had one. I think I slipped the word Nazi into it also, and it got flagged, and I can't get it monetized because I said the word Nazi over something. I forget what it was I said. Oh, the vegans. Either you're a vegan or you're a Nazi. You know what I mean? We're so doomed. Oh man, it's sad, folks. It really is. It really, really is. You want to laugh at this, and you try to, let it roll off your back like water off a duck, pardon the pun. But unfortunately, it's real. It's bad. But then again, if you can't laugh at your misfortune, then well, you're depressed. Yes, Peter. Peter, you're so right. The struggle is real. This is real life struggle stuff. That's what can get you into trouble though on YouTube. Real is bad. Kittens with webcams, and it's got to be a bad webcam like Vista's. You got to make sure it's low resolution, dark kitten videos, right, Vista? Vista, you could become viral if you got yourself a kitty with that bad webcam of yours. Just make sure you clean off the post-it note glue off the webcam. And make sure the light's in front of the not behind. And the kitty could play with all your collection of items. And you say, oh, I got to clean this room up, but oh, the kitty likes playing with everything. Look at my kitty. Run around chasing with the bad webcam. Oh. You know, I'm curious, Vista, why you don't have a smartphone. Is it because you know they listen to everything? Because you work for the man? You have a duck that's all wobbly. The mornings are worse. She was sitting in the eggs. She takes an afternoon break and she's less wobbly. Well, Tim, wobbly is like, that's hard. My experience with wobbly is usually botulism, and that's not good. They always die. Once they get the botulism, can't fix them because it actually attacks the nervous system and there ain't no cure in it. Unless you get it like instantly when they first consume the botulism, then you can do a charcoal flush. But you got to catch it like instantly. Once it gets into the blood and gets into the brain, they're terminal. No matter what you do, you can't save them if it's botulism wobbles. Other than that, I have no idea what the wobbles would be causing on her. You know, that's the only thing. That's the only thing I can think of that would cause your wobbling duck. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I've ever had, a wobbling duck. I'm trying to think. I've never had a wobbling duck other than a handicapped duck that wobbles when it walks. You know. Like, I hope that answers your question. I have a flip phone. I have fancy phones, but I use them for cameras. I don't use them for phones because I don't want to be watched. Which they probably are watching me through my Wi-Fi and tracking me, watching. You know, they're probably getting downloads of metadata on all my travels, all over my property. This guy never leaves the property. We're getting all this metadata on the GPS settings, and it's like, it seems he's stuck in this one place for the last 4 years. My flip phone, the battery's dead. Does that count in the car? So I have to plug it into the cigarette lighter to get it to work. It's only a $20 a month plan. It's strictly in case I get broken down on the side of the road. I think mine's an LG. I think mine is an LG flip phone. I don't even know the brand. See, I'm not that conscious on the brand. I just wanted the cheapest phone under $80. Well, you get the old wired phone, hardwired. Makes it easier to do the wire taps, those ones. Janie, you and I are in the same boat. Oh, you paid $1. Well, see, my original one was free, and I ran the plan out for 7 years. But then they came out with the G network, and the phone couldn't do the Gs, so it got discontinued. It was that in between analog and G where it was that digital. I had that phone for a lot of years. It was a Motorola. You know what a wired phone costs here? If I wanted to have one, the reason I don't have one, there's $72 a month to have a landline here on my property. $72 a month is what it costs to have a landline. And that does not include long distance. That's just the landline, taxes, and everything to have it here. And you're forced to get all the extras. You can't say, I don't need that. But you want to hear something really funny? My neighbor across the road, the old lady across the road, right beside the radio station, right across the road from me, she's got a party line, and she pays $18 a month, and she's the only person on the party line, and her phone is a rotary. You got to dial it, And it's brutal because now you have to dial the area code, eh? So there's a lot of dialing on those phones. You're sitting there, and I was over there once. I had to use her phone, and it was like I was like, don't make a mistake, eh? When you make a mistake, oh no, I got to start all over. They've been trying to get her to go to a touch tone private line. They've been keep sending her letters, right? And she won't. She says no, and because she's like, there's nobody else on the party line. It's just her. She's had that forever, like forever. Well, literally forever. It's a party line. Like we're talking, folks. Put it this. I'm trying to think here. 19, we were at the cottage. We had a party line. So we're talking like the 60s. Okay. She's had this party line since the 60s, and they want her to upgrade, and she will not upgrade. We had a party line at the cottage. That was the worst thing that ever happened to the cottage, was getting a phone at the cottage. I remember that. That ruined the cottage. Ruined it totally. Because it was no longer remote when it got the party line. I remember that. They called it a great advancement, and it wasn't. It wasn't a great advancement. So. Our party line was the 70s, Carl. Well, they don't technically still exist, except that this lady just refuses to upgrade. So I have no idea what my ring was on the party line. I forget. Long, short, I don't remember. Ours was the 70s. I remember when we got it at the cottage. I hated it. Ringing thing would ring all, and then everybody else would be, the phone would ring, and because all the people getting phone calls. And then when you needed to use it, somebody was always on it. Pick it up, somebody was talking away. It was like, oh, I need to use the phone. You have to wait, and they're talking some long-winded conversation about nothing. And it was like, it was just better when you had to drive to town. I got to drive to town and go see this person because I can't phone them. Then that was, you say, the hell with it. I don't want to talk to them. You just stay at the cottage. So. Well, that's what a party line is. Everybody's on the same line. You pick it up and it's like, just like, oh, somebody's on in the other room. Hang out, wait till they're done. Mary, I had a friend that was an operator in those days too, and I remember when I was in the Army, and this is the late 70s, 79, 1980, 79. I'm trying to think what this would be. I got out of high school. Maybe it was 79. I'm trying to think. I was 18. Yeah, it'd be 79. 79. If you wanted to call long distance collect you had to go through the operator, and she had the plug-in to connect manually. I remember that. Because you couldn't direct dial a long distance call. No. I have a phone I have one of those, Jackie, down in my basement. I have one of those. You have the old one wind, but they screwed the phone up, and instead of having the horn and the earpiece, they took it off and put a handle on it. It's a really old handle, like a phone thing. They modified it. But it's old. It was modified sometime in the 50s, I think, and they put a handle on it. But it originally was the horn and the earpiece, and it's got the handle winder on the side. It's down in the basement. It's hanging on the wall, actually, in my basement. It's old. I could show it to you if you want to see it. Who wants to see the phone hanging in my basement? Let's see if anybody's interested in the really old phone that I've got. Vista. Sure, Vista's right in there. You want to see it? Are you sure, folks? Okay, I'll take you down there. I'll show it to you. Because I'm not lying. I don't need to lie. I don't need to lie. The dog's following me because he thinks there's treats. Okay. We're going down to the old basement. This is really old too. You know what's old when there's logs, eh? When you got logs as your floor. Are you ready? Are you ready, folks? There you go. See? They put a handle on the side of it. Oh, and the crank was right there. It's old. Oh, but because it's been modified, you know, it's got the little buttons for hanging up. It's not as, how you say, not as worth as much. Anyways, so there you go. Old house, eh? It's like, it's old, ancient. Like, I think it was 1880 this part was built. Oh. And believe it or not, folks, that used to be wired in my bedroom at my house when I was a kid, because it works. You can actually plug it in, and because it's rotary, it's like a party line type phone, so it'll work. But you can only answer is all you can do. But you can that phone actually, I could hitch it up, and I could answer. I could talk on it actually. That would be sort of cool, eh? Actually. I should bring that upstairs. I know just the place I can hang it too. Right in my kitchen here. I'm thinking I might bring that up because it works. It does work. But like I said, all you can do is answer. I don't know if it rings, if the bell chimes or not. I can't remember. But I do know you can pick it up and talk. I know that for sure. That would be sort of cool having that hanging in your kitchen, eh? And it worked. But you could only answer. Why is it hanging in the basement, Dale? Because that's just the place I've been storing it for 23 years. So, I've had that phone since I was a kid. Like a long time. I've had that phone, well, put it this way. It probably came into my life somewhere around I was 10 years old or something. At least that. I'm 56, so I've had that phone like at least 46 years I've had that phone. So, a long time I've had it. I've dragged it all over the place. I took it out to Calgary with me. Oh man, I'm thinking about it. Everywhere I've moved, I've had that phone with me. It's you can put apps on it, yep. The touch screen's a little touchy on it though, you know? It doesn't work all the time. We don't know about the fox, Rich. I told the story earlier about the fox. The dog's getting agitated here. What do you want? I think Doug wants out. Will he go out? Or will he do the, okay, watch, okay. Doug, you want out? Oh, he does want out. That is very unusual. Usually when I say, do you want out, he sits down. You know, now I'm thinking about it, I'm going to bring that phone up. I'm wondering how I can do this because I'm on an internet phone. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to plug this in. I just realized that I'm on internet phone. So I've got to get the phone to the jack. Oh, I don't know if I can do this because on my phone, there's only one jack that goes in where the phone is. I got a dilemma now because I don't have a landline. Oh, that's a little more work now. I'm thinking about it here because I got the internet box is connected to my router, which is over there, and there's no wires running to the basement that I can run over to here. The original phone line's here, but I don't use it anymore because I don't have a landline. Okay, phone ain't coming upstairs. The chat is like a party line. There's no privacy here. Everybody's just jumping in. We're not waiting for the other guy to hang up. It would look cool just hanging up here. You think it would? Hanging up here? Just to have it? I'd have to clean it up though, because it's been dusty. It's been hanging down there since 1995. On that post. I've just left it there. I needed a place to put it, you know, out of the way. And I thought if I put it on a shelf, it would be in the way. So I thought, well, I'll just hang it there and leave it. And I did in August of 1995. Oh, September. I took possession in September. So it was September 1995. It got hung there and I walked away. I can't plug it in. I'm an internet phone. And it won't plug in. Unless, oh, there might be a way. There might be a way. Be a lot of work. I got other jobs to do. But I could put the internet box inside the phone, run an internet cable to it, a network cable, and then run it out. That's a lot of work, folks. I need to put a Wi-Fi wireless connector in there, you know? I'm not doing it. I might bring it up and just hang it for a decoration, though. I might. I don't know. I'm not really interested in it. It's like, it's down there. I wouldn't sell it because, well, I don't have no urge to sell it because I've had it forever. Oh, it's more than a rainy day project, Janie. It's a little more than that. I got to order some parts probably. But it would be cool if it worked, eh? I would never answer it though, because I don't answer my phone. I let it ring and ring and ring. I'm the worst. I think maybe just hanging on the wall as art. We'll just hang it on the wall as art. Old farmhouse with an old phone hanging in the kitchen. You know? What do you think of that? That sounds better. Screw trying to make it work. I got other things to do. Lots of other things to do. Like I got to go right now and I got to start an edit. Because I got to edit the food bank video. So that's the big reveal this morning. I showed you my secret phone. Not as good as like a shoe phone, as in Maxwell Smart days. I bet you, how many people here know about Maxwell Smart and the shoe phone? Using it for coffee time. Well, sit here talking on the phone with the old phone, but I'd have to stand over by the phone because the cord's not that long. Oh, we got some old people here that are just jumping into the Maxwell Smart. I lived on Maxwell Smart. Oh, the cone of silence. Oh man, those were the days, eh? Good, clean fun. Good, clean fun. We're all getting old here. Get Smart, yes, but it was Maxwell Smart was the agent in charge. He wasn't really in charge. He was an idiot. And what was the woman? What was her name? What was her name? Oh, God, escapes me. What was their name? The woman, his 99, Agent 99. Yes, Agent 99. Oh, yeah. That was, oh man. The Cone of Silence. Barbara Felton. Oh man, that was funny back then. The Cone of Silence was just nothing but frustration. You got to think of the writers back then, eh? You know, just innocent humor, no sexual overtones, no obscenities, just clean humor. You know what I mean? Man, have we gone down the hole of, man, society has just crashed. There's nothing, there's nothing safe for kids to watch, you know? Oh, yes, right. Terry's birthday was last Tuesday. Actually, you sent me an email about that. Happy belated birthday, Terry. The problem, Rebecca, is kids wouldn't watch the shows today. Like that kind of stuff. Because it's not edgy enough, you know? Look at the way they dress up. Like, I'm going to go down the rabbit hole of society here for a second, folks. you know, why do they have to dress up like a 10, 11, and 12-year-old like a sex object? You know, like it's like why? You know, and if the kids, you know, if it's not all, you know, if the kids, if it's not risque, the kids don't want to watch it. You know, it's like it's like we've, you know, it's depravity. It's bad. It's like, you know. I wasn't a big fan of Little House on the Prairie, to be honest with you. I wasn't. I didn't like that show, actually. Didn't watch it at all. Not a fan of the Waltons either. I wasn't. But then again, see, I lived in the bush half the year every year. So it was like, I was a bush guy. It was like watching people living on the prairies and the Waltons. And the Waltons reminded me of going to my grandparents' place. So it was like, you know, do you want to watch it on TV or do you just want to go visit them? You know what I mean? It's like, that's what the Waltons were to me. It was like, why watch the Waltons? I can just go over to Papa's place and it's just like the Waltons, except actually the family's bigger than over there. Um, you know? Uh, yeah, I'm thinking, man, memories. I just had a memory flashback of my childhood at my grandfather's place. It was a big family, packed house, and a very small house too. Like really, 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 really small. Oh, amazing. Actually, you know what, folks? My grandfather's house, with the amount of kids that were in that house, the child services would have taken the kids away because there was way too many kids in the house for the amount of bedrooms. They had beds. I remember the beds. They had beds for the kids in the bedroom for the where the parents slept. I remember that. There was the parents' bedroom, my grandfather's grandmother's bed, and then there was two single beds in the same room. My grandparents had to share their bedroom with their kids, and they somehow still managed to pump a ton of kids out. I don't know when the action happened, having the kids sleeping in the room with you, but there was. Tim, if once they get botulism, you can't fix the duck. I don't believe Google. Trust me. Okay? It doesn't work, Tim. Hello, Amber from Vermont. So I just want to break that bad news to you. Once they got her, it's pretty well over. And you're just dragging the duck's miserable existence out at the end because botulism attacks the nervous system, and you can't fix it. You got to catch it like instantly. The day they consume the when you find out that, but you never know until you see the so once the symptoms start, the duck's terminal. So Becky, I don't know how my grandparents did it. Like I said, there was two single beds in the room. So when's she getting in the mail there, Terry? Because you know what, we could do some lagoon live streaming with the ducks here instead of doing it in your pool. You know that could happen. Okay, my screensaver just went. I lost chat because I didn't touch the screen. It's going in the mail Friday. All right. Because we could stream like right now. We could be in the afternoon, like this afternoon. I could be in there with the boat and with the the iPhone mounted on the front, and we could be like swimming with the ducks right now, Terry. But Terry's playing with the tugboat in his pool, sending emails telling me all about it. We're sitting here waiting for it so we can swim with the ducks. You know, Terry's getting distracted playing with it himself. I think Terry doesn't want to let it go. He's like, oh, I don't know if I want to let the Magoon Queen go. Testing. Okay, you're playing with it, Terry. You could be honest. We're adults here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna play with it with the ducks, and I'm gonna stream live on the front. It's gonna be so cool having the camera on the front of the Magoon. Don't you think, folks? To swim with the ducks. Okay, we don't know if this is the real Stephanie McMahon because she's got an ice cream now instead of the T-shirt, and plus it's all in caps, and I don't remember Stephanie being in all in caps. Are you on a different account? No, this is not the same McMahon, is it? I don't know. We don't know. See, we might have an imposter here right now. You're on a work account. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't believe you. I'm not gonna. I won't give you the acknowledgement until I see the real account. Because this channel has been infiltrated before. We've had problems here before. This is. You have a work account with a cupcake? Oh. Cupcake, is that like a snowflake? Stephanie, you're not a snowflake with a cupcake, are you? The ducks, yeah, they're going to freak a little bit. That's why we need to get it here so that we can get the Magoon Queen, so we can get them conditioned to it. You know? It's going to take a little while to get them conditioned. And thank you for sharing that, Barry. We didn't really need to know that you fart when you snore, but thanks. Make Stephanie list some duck names, but she could have been watching us for a long time, Gail. That's not really a good, accurate test. There's the Stephanie we know. All right. It is her. So the next time we see the Stephanie with the cupcake, we know it's her. She just proved. She did the switch on accounts. All right, Stephanie. So now we know. We know. If we see the cupcake one, we know it's you. Stephanie, are you on break? Class should be in right now, isn't it? You know, Barry, when Doug snores, sometimes he lets the silent ones rip and then it makes the room smell really bad. But you can't hear them. You just smell them. And sometimes he does it when he doesn't snore. Now I'm thinking about the Magoon Queen, Terry. I really want that in the mail bad. I really want to get the ducks used to this. I think it would be so cool to have a stream swimming with the ducks. And they'll get used to it because my ducks aren't really stupid. Well, some of them are short bus ducks, but they should get used to it pretty quick, actually. It should be. I'm excited about this, Terry. Now I'm thinking about it because, like, because there's a fair amount of ducks in that. It's not 1,000 ducks in the Magoon, but it's still, it's pretty full. And maybe with the Canada geese, maybe we can get close to the Canada geese too. Maybe they'll get used to it because when the Canada geese see that our ducks are used to the Magoon Queen, that they'll get used to it. Maybe we can get some up close action to the Canada geese too. I just want to get the streaming happening at duck level, Terry, and you're the only way this is going to happen. We were lucky that Tom and Inga sacrificed their backup phones for this project, which we've got them in our possession here. We're just waiting for Terry now. Terry, we've got the tech. Now the ball is in your court. Sad part, it's going to take over a week to get here. The anticipation's killing me now. Did you really need to test it more, Terry? Like, was there anything wrong in the testing process in your pool this weekend? Like, did you have to do any fine tuning? If not, you could have mailed it 2 weeks ago. Oh, Stephanie, it's going to be, well, you won't be able to see the diving action, but you're going to be able to see the ducks at water level. Like, it's kind of like the Lay's and chips thing. No, no, it's not that bad. Terry had to play with it. I know he did. Oh. I'm really, you needed to make it mat proof? No, that's impossible. So I can take things apart, Terry. I'm that kind of guy. I'm looking forward, personally myself, folks, because, we've done drone footage here with the ducks, and which is really sad that we can't do live drone footage. It would be so cool to do live, but unfortunately a Phantom 3, you can't do live streaming. So like that's a total waste. But so the next best thing is water level, getting the ducks, like just swimming right up to the ducks, like right up, like ducks, water level, ducks, camera right there. You're like right there in the water with them. I'm looking forward to that. And live too. That's going to be even cooler. Is the live part at water level, streaming at water level with the ducks, and it won't be long. They'll get used to they'll be used to it. Won't be long at all, actually. I'm Terry. Maybe you could marry. Maybe you could. You know what? No, Chris. You know what else I could do? Is I could mount. No, I can only do video that way. Can't live stream that. Damn. Just thinking. Yeah. Or let me think. No, there is no way. Damn it. I could put the GoPro in a waterproof case and put it on the front under the water so you can see the duck feet, but that would only be video version because you can't. There is a Wi-Fi feed off the GoPro, but you can't stream that. That's the only problem. That would be cool if you could do that. You know what I mean? Which that's not possible. So that'd be just video footage. We'll stick with the camera on the top. So. Yeah, but we're not at the lake, Terry, because the ducks aren't going to the lake. There's 500 feet of wire stopping them from going to the lake. But maybe we could do the LED lights with the Canada geese on the Magoon, because they're doing the Canada geese are staying on the Magoon like late. Oh. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to them getting used to it so we can swim with them. The mid-afternoon, swim with the ducks on the Duck Adventure, live. Oh, for getting stripper off the water so that I don't have to get the canoe out. Yeah, that would be handy. That would be handy, actually, a lot. So, I'm really looking forward to this. All right. I'm going to go start my day. As in, I got to do an edit. I got to edit the food bank video, and then I'm going to do egg recon and get the ducks out to the Magoon. It's a beautiful day here. A little bit longer. Make sure all the egg laying is done. So we make sure we get all the eggs from the girls so they don't drop them all over the yard. I got to do a little lawn squirting today to get the grass seed growing around the Magoon because we got to get that happening. And I don't know what else. I'm tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm fatigued. I'm drained. I'm not going to even try to play this one out. Honestly, I could sleep again, but I got to do something. Probably sleep would do me good, but I don't know. I got a to-do list. That's the problem right now, folks. Is I got a to-do list. And I really could use some rain. If there was rain, it's so much easier to lay down and do nothing when there's a rain excuse, But the problem is that I don't have rain right now. So I sort of feel like I have to go do something. if you know what I mean. That's my problem. That's my dilemma right now. I'm going to say goodbye so I can go start to do this dilemma that I've got happening. And but I got to get the edit happening for the food bank like right now. So I'm going to say goodbye. Have a good morning. Thanks for joining me. And Terry, you know, maybe Terry, you could start packing that little rig up and maybe get it in the mail early, eh? And we could get some action happening up here with the what you call it, the tugboat with the camera with the ducks. We could have like midday swims live, like a little show every day. Oh, we're gonna swim with the ducks when the ducks are at the lagoon. You know what I mean? So the ball's in your court, Terry. Talk to you later. Have a good day, and I'll see you at 8 Recon. If I can turn the camera off.